What's up, everybody? In this video, I'm going to show you how to determine if a string is a palindrome. And so I've got Visual Studio 2022 console app open here, and I have a string array, and it's got some examples of palindromes and non-palindromes. So the word kayak would be a palindrome because it's spelt the same going whether you read it forwards or backwards, so going from left to right or from right to left. So is rotator, so would SAAS. And in terms of being grammatically a palindrome, this name Bob here would, but in terms of C sharp, that would not be a palindrome because uppercase and lowercase b are not the same. So let's go ahead and see how we can go about implementing this. I'm going to need a method that returns Boolean. So static bool, and I need a string input. Essentially, what I want to do is I take a palindrome like this. I want to take the first half of my string, which, we're doing integer division. So it's going to give me the first three letters here. And then I want to compare that to the first half of my string in reverse. So you can see this rotator right here. They are the same. So let me create my first variable. So string first. And I'm just going to take my input and go substring from position 0 to the length of my input divided by 2. So input.length divided by 2. And create another variable which we're going to fill up in our for loop. So now what I need to do is take this input string and reverse it. So for int I equals input.length -1, we can keep those defaults. So I is greater than equal to 0, I minus minus, and second, so we are going to plus equals input, plus equals input I. So we're simply just reversing our string. So now our second string is a reverse of our input. Now what we need to do is perform this same substring operation on our second, and compare it to the first. So I'm going to say something like return first dot equals second dot substring 0 and second dot length divided by 2. Okay, now let's go ahead and test this out. So we have our string array. So I'm going to do a for each. And so if I'm going to use string interpolation here, well, is a palindrome item, and console.writeLine item is a palindrome. Let me go ahead and copy that. Else, and I'm just going to put not a palindrome. So let's go ahead and fire this up, Control F5. So there's our array, kayak, rotator, SAS are all palindromes, and the rest of them are not, including Bob. So, if you had something like that and you wanted to disregard the casing, then all you would need to do is use one of either the toLower function here, fire that up, and you say Bob is now a palindrome. And you could do the same thing with toUpper and so forth. So that concludes today's challenge. If you like this video, please smash that like button and subscribe, and I will see you next time.